What's up, easy fam? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video on ASCP vlogs. If this is your first time tuning in, you're highly welcome to my channel. Please do well to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you're notified when next I make another post. And don't forget to check out my playlist titled ASCP Preparatory Guide. It has a couple of videos that would lead you on everything you need to know about the ASCP exam, from account creation down to paying and booking for your exam. You can also check the description box of my video titled ASCP Secrets Revealed, as well as my video titled ASCP Chemistry Practice Questions, to get unlimited access to all the textbooks that I made use of while preparing for this exam. So those textbooks are free. All you need to do is to click on that link and then it will send me a request, and I would grant you access to those materials as soon as I can. So in today's video, I'll be talking about, okay, you're done writing your ASCP exam, you're done writing your English exam, your TOEFL, IELTS, PTE, or whatever it is, and now you're wondering what next. The reason why I'm making this video is because I've had a lot of people in my DMs asking me, okay, now I'm done writing the ASCP, what should I do next? Some people don't even know that they're supposed to write PTE next. And then others are like, okay, I've written ASCP, I've written PTE, so what next? And others are like, okay, I've done all of that, I've done my visa screening, or I'm in the process, I want to start the process, but how do I actually, get, back that job in the US? Do you understand? So today I'll be walking you through the most important step, especially a step that people most of the times they forget, and I'm talking about the CGFNS visa screening. There are two main ways to move to the US as a medical laboratory scientist. You can do this through the study route or through the employment route, and I'll be getting into details shortly. So you can apply to hospitals, you can apply to labs, you can apply to staffing agencies that sponsor international students, and there are a few of them that I think I know, and I'll be listing them now. So they will be coming down shortly down here. So the first one is O'Grady Payton International. Then we have the MedPro International. We also have Passports USA, and then Westway Staffing. So these are agencies that sponsor international, scientists to the US. They are I think there are about four of them. They are the four that I know. These are the four, well-known agencies that sponsor medical laboratory scientists to the US. So the second route is through the educational route. So what you can do in this educational route is that you apply for a master's degree. You can choose to do a master's degree in biomedical science or maybe in public health. And after your whole schooling and everything, you go for something they call OPT. I think it's like optional training, more like a training stuff. I don't know if they'll be paying you for that, but I'm leaning more towards they wouldn't be paying you. So when you do that for like a while, then you can now, opt for or go to move to your EB3 or H1B visa. So you can do that as well. So it's either you go through the employment route, where you apply through hospitals, laboratories, staffing agencies such as the ones that I listed, or you do the educational route, being the master's degree, or you go through the master's degree, public health, biomedical science, whatever you want to study as your master's, and then you move to your EB3 or your H1B visa. So that's just one route you can follow. Like I said, you can use any route. You have to decide what route you want to make use of. So the second one is to get your documents ready. These are the documents you need to get ready. You will need to get your ASCP certificate ready. You will need to get your IELTS, TOEFL results, PTE, or whatever. That's your English proficiency. Then you need to get your degree and transcripts ready. Then also your MLSC and your license as well. And then your reference letters in US style CV. So all these documents, you will need to get them ready for both your job search and your CGFNS visa screening, the whole process. So you need to get all these documents that I just listed ready. In this next step, what you will need to know is that you have your ASCP certificate doesn't mean that you can work anywhere in the US. Yeah, that's a shocker for some. I think some already know. So some states require their own licensure, like California, Florida, Hawaii, um, I think North Dakota or something like that. Yeah, not Dakota, then New York. These states would need you to take their own state exam despite you having, ASCP. So only your ASCP will not suffice. So if you're looking for a job, take note of these areas. So, but if you get places like, if you see that the hospital is in places like Arizona, Texas, I would name, I'll just write the name here because the name is quite difficult for me to pronounce. But if you get job, or you are looking for a job in any one of these areas, then only your ASCP would suffice for it. Now, let's move on to CGFNS screening. So this part is very important, and I think a lot of people, overlook it and just move forward to applying for jobs. If you don't have your CGFNS visa, your visa screening from CG, you're not going anywhere. Even if you have earned a job, you are not going anywhere. You cannot go anywhere. So CGFNS will give you a visa screen certificate, and it's called I think CGFNS International. So before you get your US work visa, you would need to go for your CGFNS visa screening and get your certificate. So I'll just read it from my phone. So it's basically an immigration requirement that proves you are fully qualified to work as a healthcare professional in the US. So it actually confirms 4 major things, and I'll be taking this from my phone. It confirms that your education meets US standards, that your professional license is valid, that your English proficiency is valid, and that you are professionally competent to practice. So without this visa screening certificate, whether you have an EB3 visa or you have a H1B visa, or whatever, you are not going to go anywhere without getting the certificates. So that's why after writing your PTE exam, after writing your ASCP and everything, the next thing you should do is just to go for your CGFNS certification. Like, just get that CGFNS stuff and get done and out of the way. Of which you said it increases. People say the price increases yearly. So once you have your documents and you have applied for your visa screening, you need to start sending out your applications. So you check on hospitals, you check on staffing agencies, like I said, and all of these places. Also notify, right? Let that be written on your CV that you have your ASCP certificate and that you are and also ready to relocate and require sponsorship. So once you land a job with a sponsored job, it will be your employer to file your work visa, usually a H1B visa or an EB3 visa. This is what your work employer will do for you, file for you a work visa. So that's if it's a sponsored job. Do you understand? So you are going to do a little medical exam, then you are going to also attend your US embassy interview and all of that. So once you are done with that and your visa has been approved, you are officially ready to start your career in the US. So that's how it is. As easy as I'm saying it, that's not actually how easy it is. But I believe that everybody has his or her own style, because I know of someone that passed the exam, like, let me say, this month, and in the next 2 months the person moved. So everybody has a different style. So don't say, okay, this person did not move, and this person has written his own since 5 years ago and he has not moved, so that's why I will now be like, okay, I don't want to do this. I don't think. No, everybody has different styles, different grades. I mean, this person literally just wrote the exam and moved in the next 2 months, while people that have been there for like 4 years, 5 years can't even relate to what he can relate to. So don't allow that to deter you. If your relocation is taking time and you feel like it's also weighing down on you, I would recommend, and this is actually a bonus tip, I would say you should work at very reputable private labs. All those private labs that have this ISO standard, let me say, like Sin Lab, all these labs that are both nationally and internationally recognized. You work at those big labs, you attend Okay, you also get in contact with all these US scientists as well, because those that are certified, you see that they invite you to webinars, to seminars, and all of that stuff, so you can get in contact with like-minded people. Let all of this be showing on your LinkedIn accounts. Also attend continuing education courses through ASCP, because normally if you pass the ASCP exam, you still have some courses to read, and like about 12 of them or something like that. So you build your LinkedIn presence, all these things that you are doing. If you go for an outreach, you record that. Oh, we went for this, snap it, let it be known. When you go for what do they call it, seminars and all of that with like-minded people, you snap it, you post it there. We talked about like engaging. If they're talking about things that are happening in the world right now, you engage in those this thing. You can write like an article or something and post it up on your wall, so that they see you are very much up there. Associate yourself with, when they send you mails to join webinars and all of that, you do that as well. All these things, and just make your LinkedIn to be rich and all of that. One day it's going to be your day. There you have it. That is a breakdown of everything you need to know after passing your ASCP exam and writing your TOEFL or IELTS or PTE, as the case may be. That's a quick rundown on everything you need to do or you have to do after it. This is a highly requested video by a lot of people. Anyway, with that being said, thank you very much for sticking till the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you are notified when next I drop another post. And with that being said, I'll see you in my next video. Love you all.